Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. This is a sad story, so viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warning, all of that. Okay, all of that. Kada Scott's remains have been found, and I went to Fox 29 in Philadelphia for the story. Okay, I'm just gonna let them let it play. Okay. Oh, what is, here we go, y'all.
This story again this morning, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, as you said it, Karen, I mean, this is a result that nobody wanted in regards to this missing persons case. And unfortunately, the remains that law enforcement found behind Ada Lewis Middle School over the weekend, it has been confirmed that that is the remains of
Mm.
23-year-old Kada Scott. Now, police say they found 23-year-old Kada Scott's body after receiving an anonymous tip that led investigators back to the former Ada Lewis Middle School Saturday morning, an area previously searched by police. That tipster, according to sources, asked police to please go back, saying they missed her, and gave a specific location in a wooded area behind the vacant school. When officers went back, they eventually found a body in a shallow grave. Kada's debit card and phone case were found in a different area by the school in the previous search. Kada went missing the night of October 4th after arriving for her overnight shift at a senior living facility in Chestnut Hill. More than a week later, police arrested and charged 21-year-old Keon King in connection with Scott's kidnapping and for a previous kidnapping of a woman earlier this year that was originally dismissed when a key witness failed to show up to court. Investigators believe King was the last person to see her the night she disappeared. As mentioned, police say they
Oh, so he had already he was had planned on getting this other young lady, but she was late or didn't show up or something. No, or somebody didn't show up in court, so it was dismissed, and now he got Miss Scott. Oh my God. I hope I got that right, y'all. I just started following this case. I'm trying to find all the cases so I can follow them and keep y'all updated and all of that stuff. Okay, I'm writing it as I get it, but I'm just today, following Miss Kata Scott's case. So if y'all have know anything or y'all want me to know anything, please put it in the comments, okay? I know they located her remains and stuff, but I want to follow the court case, all of that stuff, okay? That's what I'm gonna do on Valentine TV. I'm gonna follow this case, all right? So if y'all know any extra that they don't say today, please put it in the comments so I can find it, and follow it.
found the body after searching the area a second time, which has led to quite a bit of frustration amongst community members.
We were back here, and our dogs were back here. Officers were back here. Again, it's there is a lot of wooded area.
Why did they lie to us and say that they searched this school thoroughly with special trained dogs and drones? Why didn't the dogs pick up this scent?
Oh.
The body wasn't that deep.
I'm proud of the men and women in this organization that have, been doing the work to try to locate Miss Scott. And again, in our minds, we know this was a possible reality.
I'm speaking on the behalf of the community. We need answers on why did y'all tell us y'all did a thorough search?
And police have mentioned they understand the frustration from community members, and they were expecting that response because there's just a lot of emotion behind this case. Now, you are looking at the school right now. At this point in time, there is a council member that is actually requesting that this school be demolished because she said it's not only an
Dang.
eyesore, but it's also now a center of a crime. Now, there is also
Yeah.
another councilman, Anthony Phillips. He says that he's collecting donations to try to help the family during this tough time. He is requesting items such as toiletries, gift cards, non-perishable food items, other gifts for the family, and he's asking that you drop it off at his office, Councilman Anthony Phillips' office on Wadsworth Wadsworth Avenue, 1514 Wadsworth Avenue in Philadelphia. But then there's also going to be a press conference at 11 a.m. that is going to be held by the district attorney, which we can only imagine that it's going to be possibly additional charges added to Keon King, who was arrested in connection to this kidnapping case. Guys?
And something I want answered is the original woman that got kidnapped by this guy.
Right.
Okay, she didn't want to appear in court with a guy in the courtroom with her. Why didn't they just do it by Zoom? You know what I mean? So a judge let him go because there was nobody there to testify against him.
I think that the DA's office admits that mistakes were made in that case, and that
Get
they should
that
have
right.
they had other evidence that would have been able to, they was going to have a successful prosecution. So,
Right.
yeah.
Why does she have to show up?
Thank.
well, because frequently victims are afraid. I mean, that's one of the big issues. So
Yeah,
that
I
makes a lot of
understand why
sense.
she didn't want to show up.
That ain't what he's trying to ask, yeah, ma'am. He's trying to say, why can they do the court by Zoom if she was scared to show up and didn't want to be in the same room with the guy that tried to allegedly kidnap her or whatever happened? Because I don't know the case yet, but I'm not slow, and you know, and so the judge just let him go because she didn't show up to say, "Oh yeah, that's the one that kidnapped me," or whatever happened to her, right? They could have did it by Zoom. They didn't have court cases by Zoom before. That's just crazy. And yeah, Miss Kada Scott would have been alive today if they would have did that. Come on now.
But let her do it on Zoom.
They still saying do it on Zoom.
I just want to give you
All
a
right. This is a little bit more, okay, of the Kada Scott. I'm trying to just let a lot play because they're having that press conference at 11 o'clock, and that's like in 5 minutes, okay?
update on the case regarding 23-year-old Kada Scott, who went
23,
missing on
man.
October 4th. A little bit of a somber and grateful moment here right now.
I'm trying
Uh, Based on tips that have come in over the past few days, as we called on earlier this week, asking for the public to provide any information, any
to.
tips, and the public has been fantastic in providing tips and information, and we greatly appreciate that. But based on a tip that came in last night through the night, investigators began the process of following up on that tip this morning, starting around 10 o'clock this morning, following up on that tip. And the tip was very specific that led us back to this location here today. What you all know, we were out here earlier in the week doing a little bit of a
That's why that man is. I don't know who he is yet, but I assume he is a relative of Miss Kada Scott. That he's saying y'all said that y'all had searched everywhere, everywhere with the dogs and everything, and y'all did not find her. Y'all found like the phone case and all that kind of stuff like that. So, and they saying the little grave that she was in, it wasn't that deep at all. So y'all found she was found today. So the family member, he's hot, and I
search.
be too.
And so, based on the investigative information, based on the investigation and what they were following up on that tip
Let's
today,
see.
led us back to this area behind the school, where it's a wooded area. As I don't know if any of you have been back there, but it's a wooded area that goes beyond the school. Um, and so we begin to go back into that area where we will locate a shallow grave after being able to remove some of the debris back there, able to locate the body of a human being. All indications at this point is that it's a female. We are not going to confirm at this point that it
Excuse me, but it's already been confirmed. Okay, y'all, it's been confirmed already. Just FYI, this is an earlier um conference, like.
is Miss Kada Scott, because that has to be done by the medical examiner's office.
And he's
But
done
we
it.
have been in communication with her family as to this process, and the fact that we have recovered a human being. And so at this point, it's still a lot of work to be done. I'll be very candid that we can't answer but so many questions. We're not going to get into the investigation at this point because we want to make sure that all of the pieces to this are done correctly and that we don't put out information ahead of
Yeah,
time, because we want the people and the person that we have in custody and anybody else that may be involved in this, we want them held accountable
right.
to the highest degree of the law for what they have done. And so I just want that to be clear as to why we will not get into specific details. And so that's where we're at this point. Still a lot of work, but I must say a lot of work has been done around this case. As you know, we've been searching, have done multiple searches. We shut down the
Mm.
police academy. That was a decision made by myself and Commissioner Bethel to shut
So,
down the police academy over a week ago, where we brought out the entire group of recruits to comb through this area. Again, so I know, listen, no one is happy that this is the ending, and completely understand that this is a lot on our investigators, a lot on all of us, because again, we all have family members, and this could have been any one of our family members, could be anybody's family member, and that's understood, and that's the reason that you see the tireless work that's been done by starting with Northwest Detectives, and then by homicide, by our partners through the FBI,
ooh,
through our forensics
no.
office, through any and everybody that has been a part of this process, because we wanted to bring some
Y'all, um, yeah, I know this is not the closure I wanted either. I love when the case that I truly wanted to do was the one where they found, the person is alive, but you know what I'm saying? Just like this, she's kidnapped, they find her, but she living. They just got her tied up somewhere. Something like that. I did not want to. Uh, but this is life. You have to take the good with the bad. I heard that from Tabitha Brown today because she's been going through and having yeah. Anyway,
level of closure to this family. And so, again, we're going to wait until we have official confirmation on, as the medical examiner is going
this
to do their
confirmed.
process, and then we will bring that confirmation. But that's where we are right now. Again, I can't reiterate enough how much we appreciate, tips and information that have come in from the public. I still will urge the public that if you have any information, anything that
Oh, about
you
that
think is related
Val.
to
What's
this,
his name?
continue to give us that information via
Keon King.
45686 tips. Still continue to give us that information because, again, we don't know if there are other individuals that
Right.
have been a victim of this individual that we have in custody.
Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
I just want that to be clear, that please continue to provide that information if you have anything. But that's where we are at this point. I would also ask you to continue to pray um, for Ms.
The
Scott's family.
family. Yeah.
the process.
All right, that's it. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop it right here. If you have any questions, anything, please put it in the comments. I appreciate it so very much. But I'm going to this press conference because I know it should be on by now. And I will talk to y'all later. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share the video. I'd appreciate it so very much from Valentine TV. All right, bye y'all.